What can I do
All
for you,
right.
Captain?
Well, I got the part.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Hey, just put it in turn.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I know where it's at. I know right where it's at, because I explored the crap out of this place. Oop. Oh, I thought it could be cool. All right, Ada. Where are we going?
What can I do for you, Captain?
Installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Hold on, I need to take care of something. Let's get out of here.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. I'm waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
Yeah, well, it was his
How
own
are
fault.
you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas. I've been feeling a little bit lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What
I
you
like this
saw
guy.
in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
I 100%
The
agree
Hope
with
has some
you.
of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay. I mean, you said you, like we, but you meant you, so whatever. I'll just let that one slide. Fine, I'll level with Gladys. I need a nav key to land on a planet.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed
Shut up.
badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Sure, I would.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Fine, all right. Black Marketeer will stop me from just leaving Halcyon altogether. Can I land somewhere outside of Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
I think I can handle it. About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her? What's stopping me from leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the hope.
Hey, about this glass person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay, that sounds dope. Put it to good use, thanks. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Heck yeah. And limitations, what does that mean?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Any gadget for this? Can I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Aw. How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Okay. I'll put it to good use, thanks. People actually fall for this seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
True, I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
Trust them anyways.
The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
I got it. Where's my nav terminal at? I want to go see what this thing is. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets and systems, points of interest you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location they've unlocked. Through some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land. Okay. I go see. You got me. Holographic Shroud projects the skies on you and your companion. Gives you access to restricted areas provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on site. Okay. Let's go. Let's go see what this Gladys person's all about. Breaker. Holy crap.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
Absolutely.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
About her.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. Head over to engineering now. Thought you said you can keep this. Thought you said you could keep this boat in good repair. Ask me to leave my crew and join hers. I don't think she'd be much help. But what happened? I don't want to say that. I'll just take her with. Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
All right.
Did you want to talk about something else?
Sound like it when you were talking to Reed. I think it's time to you move along. You're fired.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Fuck that guy. I don't see the humor. Reed seemed to have it in for you. You worked beside your father your whole life. Did you ever work on spaceships?
Except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or tied to him. He used to carry me about in a sling when I was real little. When I got older, he set me to sorting tools and parts while he worked. Later, he taught me simple fixes like busted crate latches.
See the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you're actually good at this and you enjoy it. Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Well, because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
That's unbelievably cruel. Yeah, but that's fucking corporate bullshit.
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
You're actually good at this and you enjoy it. One aptitude test determines your whole life.
Well, they're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds. Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
Oh, corporate bullshit. You enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater. You didn't like your classes. This has been interesting, but man, let's do this one.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
You had much time with him after you got back from school? Sorry, I shouldn't have brought this up.
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before the ship's in decent shape.
Break time's over. It is okay, Parvati. Parvati, whatever your name is.
Remember that you are not insured.
Thanks, Ada.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.